Today, I'm gonna run through some really easy steps that are gonna help your videos pop with color without any color grading. Take it from me, I went from this to this, and I used to look at a frame like this and wondered to myself, why are my videos not popping? What am I missing? And the answer was right in front of me this whole time. It was so obvious. Color is one of the best ways to improve your videos visually. It sets the mood, it draws attention, it tells your audience where to look before you've even said anything. Even if you've nailed the script and the story is on point, if your colors are off or boring, it just makes the whole video feel a little bit flat. But if you get your colors right before you edit, your videos are gonna feel more cinematic, they're gonna feel more polished, more intentional, and just a bit more put together. And with these really simple tips, you're gonna come out the other end of this video way better off, I guarantee. So let's get into point number one, which is your environment. I'm someone who likes to film the majority of my videos outside. And outside you have all sorts of different environments with different color palettes. We have beaches where you've already got beige sand and blue ocean tones. In nature, we have greens, browns, and more earthy tones. And in urban spaces, you've got concrete, steel, glass, all sorts of textures with pops of color. There should be, I think, 4 or 3 pages in there, but just one of those documents, if that's all good. Thanks. Cheers. Thank you. Now this is where we can take those environments that we've just gone over and take them to the next level. It's time for point number 2, which is clothing. Up until pretty recently, I pretty much exclusively wore black. Like for 400 days in a row posting on Instagram and TikTok, I don't think I ever wore not black. Like it was always black, and black's great. Like it goes with everything, it's easy, but I recently went to New York and you can't help but get inspired by a place like that. And it's winter here now in New Zealand. Like most of the time it's really hot, so I don't get to wear stuff like this all the time, but it kind of inspired me and it made me think, do you know what? I'm gonna make a little bit more effort with my clothing. And do you know what? In my videos, it made the biggest difference. Oh, that feels so nice. But here's where this color chart comes in handy. What we're looking for with our existing environment is complementary colors. So with our more urban example here, we've got a lot more red going on in the frame here. We've got the red door, we've got the red hue of the bricks. And if you were to look at your color wheel here, the more complementary color would be green. So that's why I'm wearing green. But this isn't like a definite rule. You don't always have to do it like this, because a blue might look quite nice here. It's just kind of down to how you see the world. We all see color differently. We all see the world differently. So really, it's very subjective. So just go with what you think looks good. I like this right now, the red, the green, it works. And it's a pretty similar concept to this natural environment we're in right now. There's quite a lot of green going on at the moment. So the complementary color to that green would be red. But at the same time, in New Zealand right now, it's autumn/winter. So this is actually probably the most luscious part of the woods we have right now. But if I turn this camera 180 degrees, you'll see that this might not be the best option. So just by turning the camera around a little bit, you'll see now the environment's kind of changed a little bit. It's not as green, we've got a little bit more red and oranges going on. So if we looked at our color chart, the more suitable color for this would be blue, which might work a little bit better. Now, as you can see, it kind of just draws you into me a little bit more. There's more contrast going on in the frame, so it just makes you pop a little bit more. I'm not saying you have to go and buy a completely new wardrobe, and I'm not saying that I walk around like a rainbow now with all these different colors on. Most of the time, I still wear black. But just for environments like this and making these videos, it just makes them pop a little bit more. And point number 3 is when you shoot. Now, without making this too boring, basically different times of the day give you different effects, whether it be blue hour, golden hour, midday, they all make your videos look good in different ways. But what I wouldn't do is get too caught up thinking you have to shoot at sunrise like this, because one, there's the time, like when do you have time to shoot content in the day? Do you really want to get up at sunrise? Probably not. And then also there's this time, where this guy go past. Then there's also that time constraint of you only have so much time. Like blue hour, golden hour, they don't last that long. They last an hour, don't they? Obviously. And I'm still quite new to this myself, but what I've noticed is now when I'm driving around and walking around, I'm noticing more color. If you look around, honestly, next time you go out, just make a note of it. There is color absolutely everywhere, and you can use it in all of your videos. It can be in any of your scenes, and it can make anything go from pretty dull to something that looks put together, even in the most unconventional places. Now, point number 4, this is for people who don't always want to shoot outside. These are some changes that I made at home that made the world of difference. Something that I'm a big fan of in my videos is some bird's eye shots. It helps me just kind of make a point or break down the video, and I used to do those on this leather black mat, which is beautiful, but it's a little bit dull. So what I did instead is I went and bought a blue cutting mat, which honestly, it makes the biggest difference. It just helps every single frame pop. It allows you to contrast with other colors that you might use. And honestly, I can't believe it took me this long to get one. Something else I love to do when I'm shooting at home, I usually have this, pretty much this exact frame. I like to do a lot of talking shots at my desk, but when it's dark, kind of similar to what I did the other night, I'll have a warm light, which is from the Aperture MC Pro, and then I'll have a cooler light, which is coming from the LED lights at the back of the TV. That again is like what we were talking about before, it's the complementary colors. And then what I like to add as well is something on the TV, whether that be an album cover, which I like the color of and complements very well, or I'll put something like a TV show on, or the other night I had an Oasis gig, just because I fancied it. It shows a little bit of my personality, what I'm into. Just a little pro tip as well, if you're using YouTube, just keep an eye on it in between what you're saying, because you might watch it back, the line that you absolutely nailed and you really want to keep in, but then you look at your screen and there's a YouTube ad playing. Happens to the best of us. And those were like 4 really good points that just kind of changed my perspective on how I make videos, or how I frame things, or how I think of color. Because for the longest time, I would look at my videos, I'd be in a black t-shirt with a white background, and I'd be like, why do my videos not pop? Like, what am I going to do? Saturate the blacks? Like, there's nothing for me to pull from. But if you go into these environments and you wear a color that's kind of contrasting, not saying you need to be a fashionista, I'm not a fashionista, I still wear black a lot. But this has really helped me in my videos. It helps me see things differently, whether it be content for myself or on a shoot. I think it's just a really good way of thinking. And it's also, it stops you from like having to go to another editing software and learn something like that, which for me is not as fun. But being able to do something in camera makes it way more enjoyable for myself. So if you enjoyed this video and you learned anything from it, and you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making it, because I'm fully on the YouTube train now, and I am loving it. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.